A young boy's simple act of kindness for his hardworking mom takes an unexpected turn when Elon Musk walks into a small-town jewelry shop. What happens next will leave you amazed and inspired. Before we get started, please remember to hit the subscribe button. Your support will help fund my dad's cancer operation. Thank you. Now let's get back to the story. Lucas clutched the handful of crumpled bills and coins in his pocket, his heart pounding with excitement and nerves. For weeks, he had been saving every spare dollar he could earn, mowing lawns, skipping snacks after school, and even running errands for neighbors. Today was the day he would finally buy a birthday gift for his mom, a token to show how much he appreciated all her sacrifices. As the golden sun dipped low over the small town of Springfield, Missouri, Lucas pushed open the door of a modest jewelry shop nestled between a bakery and a thrift store. The soft chime of the bell above the door caught the attention of the shopkeeper, an older man with gentle eyes who offered Lucas a welcoming nod. Lucas stepped inside, his gaze sweeping over the sparkling displays. He wandered through the aisles, inspecting each piece carefully. His mom wasn't one for flashy jewelry, but a bracelet on the second shelf immediately caught his eye. It wasn't overly ornate but had a simple, timeless beauty, a thin silver band adorned with a single heart-shaped charm. He pictured his mom wearing it, smiling as she sipped coffee on the porch after a long day. This was it. He picked up the bracelet, marveling at its elegance, and flipped it over to check the price tag. It was closer than he'd hoped, but he had just enough. His mom deserved it. Taking a deep breath, Lucas walked to the counter and placed the bracelet down. The shopkeeper smiled kindly as he began to ring it up. Lucas started counting out his savings when the front door opened, the bell jingling louder this time. The shopkeeper glanced toward the entrance, his expression shifting to one of surprise and recognition. Lucas turned to see what had caught his attention. A tall man in a casual hoodie and jeans strolled into the store, moving with an understated yet magnetic presence. Lucas's eyes widened in disbelief as he realized who it was: Elon Musk, the man he'd only ever seen in videos and news headlines. What was he doing in a small jewelry shop in Springfield? "Afternoon," Musk greeted the shopkeeper casually, glancing around the store. Though his demeanor was relaxed, the atmosphere felt charged, as if everyone was waiting to see what would happen next. Lucas turned back to the counter, focusing on counting his money with trembling hands. "Nice bracelet," Musk's voice broke the quiet, making Lucas's heart jump. Lucas looked up to see Musk standing nearby, his gaze fixed on the piece of jewelry in Lucas's hands. Thanks," Lucas mumbled, his voice barely audible. "Who's it for?" Musk asked, his tone friendly and curious. Lucas hesitated, glancing at the shopkeeper, who offered an encouraging smile. "It's for my mom," Lucas finally said, his voice steadying. "Her birthday is tomorrow. She works so hard and I wanted to get her something nice." Musk's expression softened, and he nodded thoughtfully. "That's really thoughtful. What made you choose this one?" Lucas's cheeks flushed. "It's simple but elegant like her. She doesn't wear much jewelry, but I think she'll like it. I want her to know I notice everything she does for me." For a moment, Musk didn't say anything. He studied Lucas, as though piecing together the story behind his words. Then a small smile appeared on his face. "How old are you?" Musk asked. 13, Lucas replied, still clutching the bracelet like it was the most valuable thing in the world. 13 and already saving up for a gift like this? That's impressive, Musk said with a chuckle. Most kids your age would be spending money on video games or sneakers. Lucas shrugged, feeling self-conscious. "My mom's been through a lot. She works long hours and always makes sure I have what I need, even when it's not easy for her. I just wanted to give her something special for once." Musk's gaze softened further. "Sounds like you've got a good head on your shoulders, Lucas. It's not every day you meet a kid who thinks like that." Lucas's eyes widened. "How do you know my name?" Musk gestured to the name tag pinned to Lucas's jacket from a school event. "It's right there, kid." He grinned, breaking the tension. Lucas laughed nervously, relaxing a little. Musk glanced at the bracelet again. "How much is it?" he asked the shopkeeper. $56, the older man replied. "He's got it all here." Musk raised an eyebrow, a flicker of amusement crossing his face. $56, huh? He paused and then turned to Lucas. "Tell you what, I'll take care of this for you. Consider it a birthday gift for your mom from both of us." Lucas's jaw dropped. "Wait, what? You don't have to do that," he stammered, his voice breaking with surprise. "I know I don't have to," Musk said with a smile. "But I want to. Let's just say I admire what you're doing here." It's a reminder of what really matters. Before Lucas could process what was happening, Musk pulled out a sleek wallet and handed the shopkeeper a crisp $100 bill. Keep the change, he said with a nod. Lucas stood frozen, still holding the bracelet. I don't know what to say, he whispered. You don't have to say anything, Musk replied, crouching slightly to meet Lucas's eyes. Just make sure your mom has a great birthday, okay? Lucas nodded slowly, overwhelmed but grateful. As Musk stood, his tone shifted to something more serious. Lucas, do you have any big dreams? Anything you've always wanted to do? Lucas blinked, caught off guard. He wasn't used to being asked questions like that. I don't know, he said hesitantly. I guess I'd like to do something to make my mom proud. Maybe build something like you do. Build something? Like what? Musk asked, intrigued. Lucas thought for a moment, the words coming slowly. She always says she wishes we had a better house, one that doesn't need fixing all the time. Maybe one day I could make houses that don't fall apart so easily, houses people like us can afford. Musk leaned back, clearly impressed. Affordable, durable housing. That's a big idea. Not many people have the perspective you do, Lucas. Lucas shrugged, embarrassed. It's just something I've thought about. I don't know if I could actually do it. Musk's expression grew thoughtful. Every big idea starts with someone just like you. Someone who sees a problem and thinks, maybe I can fix that. It doesn't matter how small you start. What matters is that you care enough to try. The words sank into Lucas like seeds being planted. Could he really do something like that? Musk straightened, his trademark confidence returning. Tell you what, Lucas, I'm going to help you get started. Consider it an investment in your future. Lucas's eyes widened. What do you mean? Musk retrieved his phone, tapping its screen thoughtfully before looking at Lucas. Give me your mom's name and phone number, he said. I want to make sure you both have what you need to dream bigger. The shopkeeper stood by, watching the moment unfold with quiet amazement, his kind eyes darting between Lucas and Musk. Lucas hesitated for a moment, but then carefully shared his mom's information, his voice barely audible. Got it, Musk said, slipping the phone back into his pocket. I'll be in touch. For now, go make her birthday unforgettable. Lucas couldn't imagine what Musk had in mind, but the sense of possibility in his chest was undeniable. The world outside the store suddenly seemed brighter, full of potential. The next day, Lucas was practically bursting with excitement as he handed his mom a small, carefully wrapped box. He'd rehearsed what to say a dozen times, but in the moment, all he could manage was a heartfelt, "Happy birthday, Mom." His mom, Maria, looked surprised. Gifts weren't something she was used to receiving, let alone something this thoughtful. When she opened the box and saw the delicate silver bracelet, her eyes filled with tears. Lucas, this is beautiful, she said softly, pulling him into a tight hug. You didn't have to do this. I wanted to, Lucas replied, his voice steady despite the lump forming in his throat. You deserve it, Mom. Maria smiled, her fingers gently tracing the charm on the bracelet. Little did she know, the gift was just the beginning of something much bigger. Later that evening, as they sat down for dinner in their small, cozy kitchen, Maria's phone buzzed on the counter. She glanced at the unfamiliar number and hesitated before picking it up. Hello? Hi, is this Maria? A warm yet confident voice asked. Yes, this is Maria, she replied, uncertain. This is Elon Musk. Maria nearly dropped the phone. Excuse me? She said, glancing at Lucas, who was staring at her with wide eyes. Musk chuckled softly. I know this might come as a surprise, but I met your son yesterday at the jewelry store. He told me about how hard you work and how much he admires you. I just wanted to say you've raised an incredible kid. Maria's hand flew to her chest, overwhelmed. Thank you. That means so much to hear. Well, Musk continued, your son also shared a dream he has, building better homes for families like yours. It's an inspiring idea, and I'd like to help him bring it to life. Maria was speechless, unable to find the words to respond. Lucas sat frozen, his fork hovering halfway to his mouth. Musk filled the silence. I've arranged for your rent to be covered for the next year, he said. And starting next week, Lucas will be working with a mentor to explore design and engineering. If there's anything else you need to make things easier, don't hesitate to let me know. Tears streamed down Maria's face as she struggled to process what she was hearing. I don't even know what to say, she stammered. This is unbelievable. Lucas jumped up, taking the phone from her hands. Mr. Musk, he said, his voice shaking with emotion. Thank you. I don't know how to thank you enough. You already have, Lucas, Musk replied. Just keep dreaming big and remember where you started. That's all the thanks I'll ever need. The call ended, but its impact lingered. It reshaped their lives and ignited a new sense of what was possible. The weeks that followed were a whirlwind. True to his word, Musk's team connected Lucas with a mentor, an engineer named Darren, who shared Musk's passion for innovative, affordable housing. Darren treated Lucas's ideas with respect, helping him understand that he was capable of achieving something remarkable. Maria's life transformed as well. Without the constant stress of rent or multiple jobs, she had time to connect with Lucas, share stories, and dream about a brighter future. Their lives had been changed forever by one unexpected encounter. News of Musk's kindness spread quickly, gaining attention from local and national media. When reporters visited their home, Maria and Lucas shared their story not for fame, but to inspire others. It's not about what we were given, Maria told one reporter. It's about how one act of kindness can remind you to believe in yourself and in the goodness of others. Lucas, now more determined than ever, poured his energy into sketching blueprints for the homes he dreamed of creating. Encouraged by his mentor, he presented his ideas at a community event, where his creativity and vision captured the attention of many. Offers of support began pouring in, helping Lucas take the first steps toward making his dream a reality. The quiet boy from Springfield became a voice for change, proving that even the smallest act of kindness can grow into something extraordinary. People from all walks of life reached out to support him, offering resources and encouragement. For Lucas and Maria, this was only the beginning. They carried with them the invaluable lesson Musk had shared that day. Every big idea starts with someone brave enough to dream. As Lucas stood on the porch one evening, watching the sunset with his mom, he turned to her and said, "One day, I'll build homes for everyone who needs one." Maria rested a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "You already have the heart for it, Lucas. The rest will come." If this story touched your heart, let it serve as a reminder of the power of kindness and dreams. Please subscribe to our channel to help fund my dad's cancer operation, and share this story to spread inspiration. Together, we can keep hope alive one story at a time.